Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Hope you all good. So let us start the next topic of second chapter, numbers up to 20. Before going to start the class, you need to sit along with your maths textbook and writing tools. So children, building numbers. So we already learned that numbers from 1 to 10. So here we are going to learn about numbers from 11 to 20. So 10 grapes, there are 10 grapes. When we add 1 grape to that 10 grapes, we get 11. So we should write 11 like this in place value chart so that is 1 in ones place and 1 in tens place. So 11. Then so there are 10 grapes, so we add 2 grapes. If we add 2 grapes to that grapes, so we get 12 grapes. So we should write 2 in ones place and we should write 1 in tens place. So 12. So when we add 3 grapes to that 10 grapes, we get 13 grapes. So 13. We should write 3 in ones place and we should write 1 in tens place. So we get 13. So again, if we add 4 grapes to that 10 grapes, we get 14 grapes. So we should write 4 in ones place and 1 in tens place. So 14. Then if we add 5 grapes to 10 grapes, we get 15 grapes. 15. So 5, we should write 5 in ones place and 1 in tens place. 15. Then if we add 6 grapes to 10 grapes, we get 16 grapes. 16. We should write 6 in ones place and 1 in tens place. Then if we add 7 grapes to 10 grapes, we get 17 grapes. So we should write 7 in ones place and 1 in tens place. Then if we add 8 grapes to 10 grapes, we get 18 grapes. So 8, we should write 8 in ones place and 1 in tens place. Then if we add 9 grapes to 10 grapes, we get 19 grapes. So we should write 9 in ones place and 1 in tens place. So then 10 grapes. If we add 10 grapes to other 10 grapes, we get 20 grapes. Totally we get 20 grapes. So we should write 0 in ones place and 2 in tens place, 20. So say the numbers 1 to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So next guys, join the dots from 1 to 20 and find a toy you love. Color it. So take the pencil now and join these numbers. 1, after that 2, after that 3, after that 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now you got a toy. So then you have to color this toy. Then mental maths. Write the missing numbers, read them aloud. So there are empty circles, some empty circles. So they gave 1 and 2. So after that we should write 3, 4, 5. Then they gave 6 and then 7, 8 and then 9, 10. Like this you should write all the numbers here. So write the numbers and number names. So first you should trace these numbers 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You should trace these numbers and then you should write number names 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So they gave some example. They gave example. So like this you should right here in empty columns. Then numbers on an abacus. An abacus is used for counting numbers. It has spikes or rods for putting beads. So children, observe the diagram, observe the picture. So here there are two spikes or two rods, one's rod and ten's rod. So this rod is called as spike. In abacus classes, in abacus form, we should call this rod as spike, and then this is round circle shape is there, no, that is bead, so that is called as bead. So one bead in the ones place stands for 1. So if we put one bead in ones place, so that means 1. One bead in the tens place stands for 1, 110. So if we put one bead in tens place, then that means 110, that is, that value is 110, there is 110. If we put two beads in tens place, that is 2 tens, there are 2 tens, like this. Then 15 has 110 and 5 ones. So they gave here example 15. So we should write 5 in ones place and 1 in tens place. So here 110 and 5 ones are there. So we can show 15 on an abacus as, see the picture now. In ones place there are 5 beads, because in ones place 5 is there. So we should draw 5 beads. Then we should show, in tens place only one bead is there. In tens place only one bead. So we should draw only one bead in tens place. Write the numbers shown on the abacus, tens and ones. So here they gave an example. So in ones place there are 3 beads. So we should write 3 in ones place, and in tens place there is only one bead. So we should consider it as 1. So total number is 13. So like this you should write all the numbers here. So in second picture, in tens place, how many beads are there? 2 beads. So we should write 2 in tens place. In ones place, how many beads are there? There are no beads. We should consider this as 0. So the number is 20. 2 in tens place and 0 in ones place. So 20. So after that, third one, in tens place only one bead is there. In tens place only one bead. So we should consider it as 1. We should write 1 in tens place. Then in ones place there are how many beads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 beads in ones place. So the number is 18. 1 is in tens place and 8 is in ones place. So you should solve all these abacus numbers. Then draw beads on the abacus for the numbers given. So here same, but they gave number and we should draw beads on abacus instrument. So 12, first one 12, they gave 12. So in this number 2 is in ones place and 1 is in tens place. So we should consider in ones place 2 beads. So we should draw 2 beads in ones place and 1 bead in tens place. So we should like this we should solve all these numbers. So second one 14. So 4 in ones place 4, in tens place 1. So we should draw 4 beads in ones place and we should draw only 1 bead in tens place. Then third one 8. So 8 is in ones place. So there is no number in tens place. We have to consider this 8 in only ones place. There is no number in tens place. So 8. So we should draw 8 beads in ones place and 0 beads. There are no number means 0. So we should not draw any beads in tens place. So next 6. So we should consider this is in ones place. So there is no number in tens place, so we should draw 6 beads in ones place and we should not draw any beads in tens place. So like this you should solve these other remaining 4 problems. Then before, after and between. Before, after and between. Maya is standing before Jane. Aslam is standing after Jane. Jane is standing between Maya and Aslam. So, middle girl is Jane and before Jane, Maya is there. After Jane, Aslam is there. So, we called Jane as between. So, Jane is in between Maya and Aslam. So, using the number strip to write numbers. So, if we consider 3 numbers 9, 10 and 11, so 11 is after number of 10. So, we should write 11 after 10. So, 11 is after number of 10. Then 9 is before number of 10. 9 is before number of 10 because we should write that before 10, 9 after 10. So, we have to consider this 10 is between number. So, 9, 10 and 11. So, 9 is before number, 11 is after number, 10 is between number. In between we should write 10. In between numbers of 9 and 11 we should write 10. Write the number which comes before. So, here we have to write before number. So, 7. Before 7 we should write 6. So, next 18. Before 18, 17. Then 13. Before 13 we should write 12. Then 1. So, before 1 we should write 0. Then 14. Before 14 we should write 13. So, like this you should solve all these problems. Then write the number which comes after. 5. Then after that 5, 6. So, next 15. After 15, 16. Then 17. After 17 we should write 18. Then 9. After 9, 10. Like this you should write all these numbers. Then write the number which comes between 6 and 8. 6 and 8. Between number is 7. Then 10 and 12. After 10, 11. Before 12, 11. So, between number is 11. Then 5 and 7. Between number is 6. Then 1 and 3. Between number is 2. Like this you should write all these numbers. So, think and answer. Sona is running after Anju. Meena is running before Anju. Write their names in order. So you should think, children. Sona is running after Anju. So, Sona is running after Anju. That means Anju is first. Then Meena is running before Anju. So, now Meena is running before Anju. Sona is running after Anju. First is Anju. Then that of Anju means Sona. After Meena is running before Anju. Now Meena is running before Anju. So write their names in order. So first name is Meena. After that Anju. After that Sona. Meena, Anju, Sona.